people on YouTube side that we're on a new YouTube link, please? People on YouTube side? Wait, I'm telling the people on YouTube side. Is it back? Wait, I'm checking if YouTube stream is back. It is, right? Oh, good lords. Bloody hell. Look, I use this app that's called Restream that streams to multiple platforms. But the thing is, like, what I hate about it is when IDC or when stream fucks up like it did just now, the whole thing disappears. Like, I can't immediately reconnect to it. I have to make a new stream. It sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but I guess I can't show Rev to you guys right now. Unfortunately, you guys can check on Discord. Rev, you might have to just reveal it on Discord. Oh, good lords. Can't believe that happened. But yes, welcome back to Deep Blue, guys. I'm sorry for the technical problems. I think it's YouTube. I think it's Restream. I don't know though. I don't know. It might be YouTube not letting me to reconnect and stuff like that. I hope everyone's back on YouTube side though. My luck. The 1 week that I get to stream and this is what happens. My luck is shitty. Obviously it's not Rev's fault. You can, but not everyone is on Discord. Most of everyone is on Discord though. Or I can try showing it on next stream. I'll test it out before the next stream and like make sure that it doesn't crash. I have no idea why it doesn't crash. I mean, no idea why it crashes. I'm not gonna lie. It's just an image. I don't know why it crashes. But I see Cross following on Twitch, by the way. Thank you, Cross, and welcome to the Deep Blue on Twitch site. Anyway, whilst I was getting bored over... did I lose my viewers? Hello? Titlings, are you back here? Should we do a roll call of names? Why? Why are you using the hammer? Why are you using the hammer now? Tag them a new YouTube link. Thank you. Thank you. It should pop up again on... I think... Let me check. Did it announce again on my Discord? Oh yeah, it did. No wait, it didn't. Yes, it... Thank you, Crown. Thank you. Thank you for that. No bonk redeem? Yeah, I don't know why, but like with Restream, it's really hard for me to reconnect back to YouTube compared to like Twitch. The woes of multi-streaming. That's what it is. But also, because of multi-streaming, I've gotten to meet a lot of you guys, right? Because to me, it doesn't make sense, right? That I post my videos on YouTube and then YouTube has a stream option, but then I don't stream on YouTube. It's just natural for me to stream on YouTube in that sense, right? But also because I came from Twitch and like the main... like my main crowd has been from Twitch, it doesn't make sense for me to stop Twitch. So it only makes sense for me to like multi-stream to like 2 platforms immediately. It is what it is. It happens every once in a while. Thankfully, it doesn't happen too often. But yeah, what I wanted to tell you guys was that, you know, have you watched ROM 2 trailer? No? And honestly, Crown, I don't really care for it anymore. I don't want to get into that rabbit hole again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, remember how I told you guys when I was sick I got bored of social media? I found out that on YouTube that there's this whole subsection of the internet that is actually not ditching, but like they're dumbifying their phone. Have you guys heard of this? They're turning their phone into a dumb version of it, and it's to the point that there's even like a separate product for a phone called a light phone or a phone light or something. That's a dumbed down phone. It's basically like a Nokia brick but like with essential stuff like I don't know, you can install WhatsApp on it and stuff like that. It's a minimalist phone. Genshin Rock, oh god, I don't know if I want to know what that is. I don't know if I want to know what that's like. Yeah, so there's like this argument right now on the internet that with the current hyper convenience of everything, especially on our phone, nobody has like stopped to question whether having everything just within your phone's reach is a bad thing or not. Justin Phillips, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Deep Blue. And so they're like, okay, what happens when we actually say start using our iPod instead of our phone for music? Or like what happens when we start using a camera for taking photos and a video cam for taking videos, and just separate all these things and to kind of explore what we've been losing out on in exchange of hyperconvenience and having everything in our phone. So there's like a whole rabbit hole of that on YouTube right now, and I think it's like very interesting. Nokia's back in 90s. Yeah, and like one of the reasons I kind of was looking at these videos was because I saw that there was like this, was it CNN Singapore or something like that? They recently tried to do a little case study on about like five teenagers and have them go on a phone detox. Are the cartoon legend, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Deep Blue. And Diego Ludwig, thank you for the sub. Welcome, dear Tideling. Welcome back, dear Tideling. Thank you for 2 months of being a Tideling. Hopefully you have not regretted a moment of it. Thank you. Hi there, Ivy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they did an experiment on like 5 teenagers to see what had happened to them if they didn't have their smartphones for like 10 days. And they measured and compared their brain activities before and after, before the experiment duration and after the 10 days. And these teenagers had a span of screen time on their phones from like, was it 5 or 6 hours? I think it was like 5 hours up to, one of them even had like 12 hours a day of screen time, which is fucking crazy now that I think about it. Because honestly for me, during my heaviest social media usage or like phone doom scrolling usages, I would clock in like 5 or 6 hours of screen time on my phone. How about you guys check right now? What's your screen time on your phone? Like how many hours do you clock in on your phone on average? My one used to be during my heaviest doom scrolling days, it was 5 to 6 hours, which is pretty bad, I think. But apparently these teenagers who were like in middle school, secondary school or something, they had it even crazier. Like 5 to 12 hours is crazy, isn't it? You're not addicted to your phone, you're addicted to your laptop. That's fair. Probably 12 or more. I listen to streams at work all the time. Oh, that's fair. I guess if you're passively using it. Depends on whether I open up Instagram or Twitter. Yeah, I one of the reasons I think, oh my god, I'm stuttering. One of the reasons I think that my screen time was really high is obviously because of social media, especially in the mornings. When I wake up and get my phone, I've had a drastic decrease ever since I don't charge my phone at night by my bedside anymore. I now charge it near the dining table, meaning I have to get up, get out of bed before being able to access my phone. And I decided to do that because I realized that having 6 hours of screen time is like a little bit much, because what you work like 8 hours, is it 8 hours? 8 hours a day, and you have screen time on your phone up to 8 hours. That feels like a little bit too much for me. So learning that some people had up to 12 hours is quite mind-blowing to me. And this is from my personal experience, but now I'm realizing that I guess 11, 10, 13 is pretty normal for you guys, huh? I thought that mine, 5 or 6, was like crazy already. I'm not saying that like I'm better than you guys, of course, not that. But it's just something I've learned today. that there are people out there who have higher screen times than me. Daily average is almost 7 hours. Yeah, so this study, maybe you guys can check out the study. It was what happens, what was it? Teenagers without their phones for 10 days or something like that. You guys can look it up on YouTube. But they checked the brain activity before and after. And they found out that after the experiment of just having a brick phone and no smartphone at all, they've increased the attention span within 10 days. It's crazy. Attention span and general brain activity. They're basically more engaged with everything ever since they stopped using their smartphone for 10 days. It's a very interesting thing. It's finally got an official representation. Thanks, Riff, for dropping that on Discord. I'm sorry I couldn't show it on stream. I tried. Good lord. But yes, if you guys haven't joined Discord already, do join in. On my most used days, 18.3 hours, and that was like 2 weeks ago. 18.3. Oh, you forgot your laptop at home, so you use it for work. I check my screen time. My phone probably would show 10 plus hours because I leave VTuber streams on my phone while I do other stuff. I think that's fair. But maybe you could maybe check your app usage instead if you want to take out this streaming or when you passively use your phone, like for watching VTubers or something like that. So more so like social media hours, I guess, because that's where the doom scrolling happens, right? What you do on the screen, not just the screen itself, of course. What you do on the screen matters, and of course it matters, not just the screen time itself, but it's an easy overgeneralization, right? And like I mentioned, the study showed that, you know, there's increased engagement, even just a 10-day purge of not using a smartphone. But I saw in the comments there was like this argument about how, you know, it's not just about kids using their phones, it's also their parents being addicted to their phones. You can't just tell a kid not to use their phone, but then you're also on the phone. Like, you tell them to not use their phones, but you don't provide any other alternatives of, okay, then what should I do without their phones? But within those 10 days of experiment, the teenagers have learned that, okay, there are many things that I can do when I'm not on my phone. I can be creative about my time. Like, even if I can't think of anything, I will get creative on thinking about what I have to do for the day. And one of them struck with me. One of the things they said that struck with me was that, okay, nowadays, ever since I don't have my smartphone with me, I build a to-do list, and I realized that I just have so much fucking time. Obviously, they didn't swear. I'm adding some bit of liberty in how I'm phrasing them. So liberation. What am I, Helldivers? Sorry, my brain is stupid right now. Okay. I am kind of sick still after all, but. She said that she built a to-do list, and then she finds it hard to fill up her day because she doesn't know what to do because suddenly she has so much spare time. And she finishes everything so much more quickly too. Like, something that would usually take her like 3 hours because she's multitasking whilst watching something on the phone or like doing something whilst texting, she can finish up in like 40 minutes or so, like an hour or two. So everything's much more efficient, and then suddenly she frees up so much time within her day. And I'm like, yeah, that's also what happened to me when I started you know, letting go of my smartphone a little bit more. So I just thought that was very interesting. And it's, maybe you guys should check it out and watch it. It's a very interesting thing to learn about. But anyway, enough of my yaps. I've been meaning to ask since the start of the stream, but I've just been yapping nonstop. But how have you guys been? How have you guys been with, you know, now that I haven't seen you guys for an official 1 week, by the way. I haven't seen you guys for an official 1 week because we weren't able to stream on Tuesday and Wednesday. Been good? Any cool stories to share? Any cool highlights or achievements you guys got? Well, obviously, for Rev, he's got his cool commission. He's got a cool visual portrayal of himself now already. That's a cool thing. It's a good case for more responsible phone usage. Yeah, I think it's a it's a good case of being more aware of where your time goes when you're on your phone. And especially for like the generation who grew up with not having the comparison of life, what life was like before the phone. I think it's an interesting POV of like, okay, what's life like when you take away the phone? Reduce a lot of screen time is deleting social media. Yeah, social media is the cusp of doom scrolling after all. So it makes sense. I think anything worth sharing has happened, and that's okay. And, you know, even if nothing interesting happens, sometimes you still find joy in the little things, and that's fine. 5 days of overtime and somehow it wasn't filed to HR. Wait, what? 14 days for it to apply in the next cutoff. Dude, that sucks. What the hell? Did you follow all the protocols? If you do, make sure to make a case against HR. Be like, look, I did all the necessary things, so that's on you, so you need to do something about it, sort of thing. Just chill at home and do gardening sometimes. That's cool. What's gardening like? Isn't gardening a nice zen moment? At least that's what I've heard. I don't think I have a single green thumb in me, but I can imagine myself eventually maybe taking up gardening. Maybe once my salt levels, you know, dilute a tad bit longer so I don't become too toxic for plants. maybe one day I'll take up gardening. I'm finally an assistant manager at my job. Congrats! A promotion, hey? Congrats, Jason. Good to hear. Been crazy busy, but not too bad. Going to the aquarium for the first time in forever near the end of the month. Gotta be fun. I've always loved going to aquariums for some reason. There's just a certain vibe to being, I don't know, in the midst of all the aquatic beings. It's really nice. Oh, sorry, I missed chat. I truly follow protocol and somehow there are new changes that I am not informed, which is having me to do the filling and the things that I've done. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Igzan. Hopefully those changes don't happen too often, eh? Also, when I was at my lowest during COVID, I end up comparing myself with others through social media. Deleting it let me focus on myself and stuff that I can control instead of things that I can't. Oh, definitely, that is so important. Having a sense of locus of control is very important because obviously I think what social media does to you is, like Crown has mentioned, it increases your chances of comparing yourself to other people, and then social media on top of that is also a very filtered sort of thing, meaning there's a lot of artificial things posted, like someone's waistline is smaller or someone's face is pointier, that sort of thing. Someone's skin is better. There's always like these artificial standards you compare yourself against if you go through social media. And then it just becomes kind of second nature for you to just play into that and forget what you truly have in your control, which is yourself. So yes, definitely, Crown, I can relate to that. And if any of you guys are going through that, do remember that social media, there's a lot of artificialness in it, and whenever you feel like you feel like you're getting fucked over by social media and the standards you see in media, just remember that what you have in control, the little things you have in control, and just to ground yourself. People always overestimate what they can do over a short period of, what drastic thing they can do over a short period of time versus the small things they could do over a consistent long period of time. Just always remember that. Permission to post it in the bookshelves about the team. Oh, just post it in the art channel and I'll replace the one in the bookshelves. I think I can do that instead, Rev. So yeah, just do that. I think I can replace the image. I don't know. I'll check. But if not, I'll repost your image in the bookshelves. The other day, someone said to me that I give off a confident energy and authentic self vibe. And I was like, really? I legit thought I came across as shy and loser, and then realized the less I think about me, the more authentic I am. Thank you, Carvis. I've mentioned this, but I believe I've mentioned this at least. But the one phrase that truly changed me is that It's not awkward until you make it awkward, which is so fucking true. And I remember like another book that I read, I think it was Guy Kawasaki's Art of the Start, which is mostly about startups, but the book teaches you about networking and how you can like get over the scare of networking and talking to strangers. It's basically that, look, when you talk to strangers, they're not gonna remember like all the bad things, all the cringy moments that you remember and the mistakes that you happen to fumble over yourself and think too much about and overthink about. They're not gonna remember that. Nobody has any time to remember about everyone's bad things. You're not the main protagonist of anyone's story. Nobody's gonna remember your fuck-ups that badly. You will remember your fuck-ups the worst. So don't overthink it. It's not awkward until you make it awkward. And ever since then, that's just stuck with me. And I think it's those two sayings truly that got me over my social anxiety way back when. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not awkward until you make it awkward. And even if you fumble and fuck up sometimes, there's usually very slight chances of people actually remembering it. Just do it, man. Anyway, guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I actually think my energy is depleting, unfortunately. Would it be okay for me to maybe call it early? Do you guys actually notice the energy in my voice? Oh, I know that the stream just started again, and I know the stream just started again, and I feel horrible for saying this, but I really do feel like I'm running out of energy. It sucks! I thought I'd be able to pull through fully. Oh, what the heck? Are? Jason, thank you for the 5 gifted on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for your offering towards the shrine. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the support. 5 of us. We have 5 new titlings indeed. Thank you. Thank you for bringing 5 new titlings into the deep blue. Yeah, I always feel weird every time. Like, it's been, I don't think I've ever been so low energy on stream, not gonna lie, even when I'm tired. But I guess when you're sick, it's just different. Thank you. Thank you for starting a hype train, Jason. Thank you for being so generous. No, I can't leave yet because there's a fucking hype train. Bloody hell. Hello, Stealthy. Welcome to the deep blue. Okay then, let's keep yapping for a tad while longer. Just as long as you guys don't mind my low energy currently. Does it really sound that different compared to how I speak normally? Because I can feel it, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. Because I do know, like, sometimes when I have a long day, I can tend to sound like quite tired on stream, but I don't know if it's much different. Oh my god. Finally, Irish! Thank you for the 300 bits sub. Thank you for the 300 bits cheer. Subs, oh my god, my brain's not working. Thank you for the 300 bits cheer. Thank you for your offering towards the shrine. Thank you, finally, Irish. Yeah, guys, also don't forget to check out what Rev looks like on the Discord. On the Deep Blue Discord, if you guys haven't joined already, do join it into it. That's where all the titlings hang. And can I just say thank you to every single person who has kept the Discord and the Reddit active whilst I haven't been active streaming. Oh my god. Slime Maverick, thank you for the 10 gifted on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for your offering towards the shrine. What is going on? Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being so generous. It's more soft tone and it's nice, but get your rest. But definitely different, but I might not have noticed if it were my first time here. That's fair. I guess I sound more comfy if I'm not as energetic, huh? Is that it? Is that a good thing? Should I always just pretend that I'm kind of low energy then? Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary, Alcor. Thank you. I'll I'll keep it up for 3 more minutes. I'll go off in like 3 minutes. But like, you guys are so generous to me right now, so the least I could do is respect that and stay a while longer, right? Kurt! Thank you for the 5 gifted on YouTube. Thank you for your offering towards the shrine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dear childlings. You guys are so kind. I mean, who the hell are so generous to someone who's been God for like 2 days? Oh, thank you. Yes, we have more of us. We have so many more of us. We have a total of 20, I think. 20 new titlings. 5 on Twitch, 15 on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. This is a crazy welcome back. But yeah, next week actually, do you guys wanna see me play Claire Obscura or do you guys want Oblivion? I really want to play both, so I guess I'm okay with both. Oh my lord. Ghost! Ghost of Mint, thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted on YouTube. 5 more of us titlings. Thank you. Thank you for your offering towards the shrine. Why not both? You guys want both? Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, why not both, huh? For some reason, I assume like next week I'll just have 2 streams of the same kind of game. Yeah, okay. We can do both. We can do Claire Obscura and then we'll do Oblivion, hey? That sounds fun. Next week is gonna be a fun time. Thanks for telling me it's available on Xbox Game Pass. If not, I would have ended up buying it. Jeez. Rev is hot. Oh, I don't know how Rev feels about being called hot. Thank you for giving me a hype train of level 2 on Twitch. Thank you so much, dear childlings. But yes, guys, I would suggest if I have one thing to leave you guys with, right? It's check out that video about this study on the 5 teenagers who had a 10-day detox of not having their smartphone. And then there's also this other video that's like really good. It's called replacing my iPhone with an iPod, and it's a series. This guy has like a 3-episode series about it. It's interesting with that video, especially because the channel was called something greatness, I can't remember. He started off trying to replace his Spotify with an iPod at the start, but then he just dissected everything and started using a typewriter for writing and started using a camera, like a disposable camera for taking pictures, a hand cam for videos. So he just like separated everything and unpacked the bundle that is the iPhone or the smartphone. And it was a very interesting perspective. So if you guys want something to watch after this, maybe you guys can check it out. If it was not on Game Pass, I would have asked you to put it on Throne and would have bought it for you right there. Oh my god, stop, you're so generous. I feel bad, you know. Yeah, I really feel bad sometimes that I put stuff on Throne and then I don't get to play it as often. I really feel bad. That's why nowadays I'm very mindful of what I put on Throne. Like for example, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've been meaning to play that again, but oh my god, Oblivion and Claire Obscura, I really want to play those too. So yes, I'm very mindful of what I put on Throne nowadays. But thank you so much for being so generous, people of the Deep Blue. Yeah, I'll link it on Discord. I'll link this study on Discord and also the videos that I watched. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it. I'm sorry that today is such a, on top of being a technologically hampered stream, I'm sorry that today is also a very short stream. But I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. I'm happy at least that I got to stream. And you know what? Out of the many times that I have streamed and I said it's okay, if I don't feel good, I'll end early, I think this is actually the first time I've properly ended early. I don't think I've done that the other times. And thanks for giving me a chance to stream, guys, even though it's only once this week. But if you guys like the stream, let me just do my little outro. If you guys like the stream, I'd appreciate it if you drop a follow if you're on Twitch, or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you haven't already, come over to the Discord. I am actually about to, I'll drop the videos that I mentioned before on Discord so you guys can check it out. And also you guys can hang around with the other tilings there too. The Discord is quite active, and also the subreddit is very active, so check out the subreddit as well at r/Noira. What else? Oh, if you want to find out more about me, you can go on noira.me. That's my website. Yeah, thanks guys. I'll see you guys again next week, okay? I'll be sure to get fully rested up by this week, so hopefully, oh god, hopefully we can be fully healthy next week and totally do all the streams fully. Let me find someone to rate on Twitch. Let me see. Who do we get to rate today? Let's raid into Yumi. I don't get to raid into Yumi because I think usually she ends earlier than I do. So let's use this chance to raid into Yumi. Thank you once again, everyone, and thank you so much, everyone, for being so generous and kind to me at the Deep Blue. And I'm gonna try my best to. Adam Kiryu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Deep Blue. I'm gonna try my best to put out a video for Saturday. Hopefully I can do that. I'm gonna try. I do have an interesting video idea. Hopefully I'm healthy enough to work on it. But yeah, thank you everyone. And oh, sorry that I've already ought to go, Adam Kiryu, but he said they were a steal. Nice dad jokes. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week, and hopefully I can push out a video for tomorrow. Oh, sorry, on Saturday, so you guys won't miss me for too long. Okay. Have a good one, everyone. See ya. Bye. Sayonara. Irashaimase.